So now I will show you how to do the Velcro. So just start by splitting it open. So you have one side and the other side. And then this is a little bit different. You want to thread your thread one. So like thin, so it's just one. So you want to do a little bit less of a thread. So probably just from your nose to your hand. So just a medium piece. And then once you have that thread, you, same as you do with everything, just thread that. Like so, and pull it until you have about that much thread. Just enough so that when you pull through the fabric, it's not going to fall out of your needle and you don't have to re-thread your needle 8 million times, which happens to me a lot. And then just go to the end and do the same as you would do before, just your little knot at the bottom. Ah, mine is not working. So you have your little knot, and then just trim the end. Okay, and then you're going to take your, sorry, one second, let me just figure out, your hook side of the Velcro, and that is going to go on the side that you have the buttons were, where the buttons were. So not where the holes were, where the buttons are. And you're going to do the same thing as before, just rip off your button, and you'd want to rip your button off and then sew it on top on the other side like we did with the snaps. It's the same for each step for the Velcro and all the other snaps you have to do. Like that, so your button is off. And then you want to take your Velcro, and you have to put your anchor stitch in first, but just to show you, you want to put it where, so there's a little bit of a gap between the edge of the fabric, so you want to be like about there. Because if it's there, like she was saying, it's like can itch and scratch. So you're going to take your thread, your needle, that's one thread, and you're going to do, guess what? An anchor stitch. Oh my god, we do so many anchor stitches. So this one can be a little bit longer, but it doesn't need to be, just a little bit in the thread, in the fabric, sorry, out of the fabric, pull. I recommend holding your thread like this with your hand so that it doesn't just keep sliding out of your needle, especially when you're working in one. And also another thing you can do, which is not, I'm sure she would be mad if I told her that I did this, but sometimes I knot this so there's a little knot at the end of the needle. That's a tiny little one, so it can still pull through the fabric, and then it just stops it from sliding. That's not proper sewing technique, but you know, whatever works to like get you through the project. And I find that sometimes this can slip out so easily, and it's so frustrating to have to rethread your needle halfway through your Velcro. And then you have your little anchor stitch like that. And then this is really, the Velcro is super hard, but you want to line up your fabric, your Velcro, sorry, just so it's like you have a little piece. And then you can move your shirt so that it is a nice angle for you to sew. And then, same as we did with the snaps, you're going to go in through the fabric and out through the Velcro. So you're just going to go in through the fabric and then out through the Velcro. You might have to push pretty hard for this. I recommend a thimble or something because it can be really tough to get through the Velcro. And then just pull through until you get a little loop, a little out. And your first one, you should just have a hole like that. And then you're going to do the same thing all the way around the entire Velcro. So just in through the fabric and then up through the Velcro. making sure to space out your stitches so they look pretty even. Like that. And you can even, if it comes like diagonal like that, you can just stick your needle under it and like pull it so that it moves to where you want it to be. And then just keep on doing that. So in through your fabric, out through your Velcro. And then it's the same all the way around. So it takes a while because it's hard to get through the Velcro and you want to make sure all your stitches are even. So I'm not going to show the entire thing because it just takes for ages. It took me for ages to do everything perfectly. And then just pull until you have that all the way around. So you just continue. When you get to the corner, just like go in through your fabric as close as you can to the corner, like in through your fabric, out through the Velcro, and then just start. Instead, I would recommend not going to the actual corner because it just is a pain and it'll slide off. Just switch to the other 90 degrees and then go in up there. And that is how you do the Velcro. And it's the same on the other side as well with the soft stuff. It's just on the underneath, in through the fabric, out. And then to finish off, out. It's the same on the other side. To finish off, you just want to go, and since it's single thread, I'd recommend not going through the thread because it's so easy to break. I'd recommend just doing like a tiny little anchor stitch like that to finish. And then just, same as before, pull it out. And my needle came out, but just pull it out, put it through the loop of your fabric, and then pull it till it ties, and then just trim it to end. And that's how you do the Velcro.